Hello, my name is Pedro and I'm a recycling coordinator, and today I will be presenting information on our brown cart. By the end of this lesson, you will learn about the brown cart, the landfill, and Pearsall Park. After our lesson, we will be visiting the Culebra Road Bulky Drop-Off Center. We are going to go over some common items that people have trouble deciding which cart to put them in. What goes into the brown cart? The first item are chip bags, like potato chip bags or any kind of snacks. Chip bags are not recyclable because of the silver stuff inside the bag called aluminum foil. Since recycling plants cannot separate the plastic outer layer from the aluminum inner layer, these mixed material bags cannot be recycled. The problem is that the foil can melt onto the machines and cause expensive breakdowns. So chip bags always go into the brown cart. Next, we have garden hoses, and they are also made of a mixture of materials like rubber, vinyl, plastic, and metal ends. Garden hoses must always go into the brown cart. Candy wrappers or any small single plastic wrapper go inside the brown cart also. These wrappers are made of very thin plastic that is easily crushed within the palm of your hands. This thin plastic is not very strong and would just melt and cause problems with the machines. Toys might look like they're made of plastic on the outside, but may have different materials on the inside. Materials like plastic, metal screws, and even wires. Toys always go inside the brown cart. Any oddly shaped metal and plastic like clothes hangers and eating utensils must always go into the brown cart because they can get tangled up on our machines. Lastly, we have diapers. Diapers can cause contamination, and we must always put diapers, clean or dirty, inside of the brown cart. Everything in the brown cart is picked up by our garbage trucks and sent to the landfill. Here we have a diagram of our landfill. Everything you put inside of your brown cart ends up at our landfill. To put it simply, a landfill is a big hole in the ground that every day we are going to throw trash into and bury it. Before we put anything inside a landfill, we must make sure that we do what we can to protect the environment, especially since our aquifer runs underneath. A long time ago, this area was just an empty field, and the first step was to dig the hole. The landfill is about 70 feet deep. After digging, then some protective layers are installed. We must protect our aquifer from this stuff called leachate. Another name for leachate is what we call garbage juice. This is the liquid watery stuff that leaks out of the garbage. We wouldn't want this leachate to go through the ground and into our aquifer. One of the things we do to protect the aquifer is to cover the bottom of the landfill with two things. The first is a layer of compacted clay, the orange part in the diagram. And next we put down a strong plastic liner. The purpose of these layers is to capture any leachate that may get past any of our collection pipes. The white pipes in the diagram collect the leachate. Can you see the garbage truck in the center of the diagram? The garbage trucks arrive and empty all the trash at the landfill. Then the bulldozer begins to spread out the trash into a flat layer. Remember, you start to fill up the landfill from the bottom and work your way up. After the trash is crushed and flattened, a dump truck arrives and delivers a load of soil, dirt. The bulldozer now begins to put a layer of dirt on top of the layer of trash. That is how the trash gets buried. The next day, everything repeats. A layer of trash, then a layer of soil on top. 6 days a week. Within these layers of garbage and dirt, we can get methane gas to seep out. Methane is a greenhouse gas produced as organic matter is decomposed and is highly flammable. The orange pipes in the diagram collect the methane, and it is used to make electricity. Here we have an aerial view of a landfill. Notice that it is worked on in parts or cells. For a sense of size, can you see the trucks in the photo? The landfill starts out as a 70-foot deep hole, but eventually fills up to about 50 feet above the ground, for a total of 120 feet. It is now covered, and yes, those rectangles are solar panels. If you look at the top left-hand corner, you can see the city skyline. So what can we do with this big landfill when it is complete? Well, how about turn it into a park? A landfill must first pass some environmental testing before new soil and trees can be planted. Here in San Antonio, we have an old landfill site that was turned into a beautiful park, Pearsall Park, with hiking and biking trails, skateboard park, basketball courts, fantastic playgrounds, and even a water splash zone area. The hills in the video are where the landfill used to be. Next, we go to our virtual field trip to the Culebra Road Bulky Drop-Off Center.
Ever wonder what it's like to operate one of these heavy-duty machines? Here at the City of San Antonio Solid Waste Management Department, we have operators and drivers that pick up, crush, and haul unwanted items to the city's landfills every day. At our Culebra Road Bulky Drop-Off Center, tons of bulky waste means tons of work for these city employees.
They're bringing washers, dryers, siding, shingles, carpets, tables, chairs, stuff like that.
Machines like this, called a grappler, help move and crush large items to make more space for them in our city's landfills. A specially trained operator moves the items from these large dumpsters that are filled by San Antonio families.
So normally we get about anywhere from 30 to 40, maybe 50 tons a day from the community.
We saw more items being brought to our bulky drop-off centers during the quarantine, when more families were cleaning out their homes and garages.
So we encourage you guys to bring your stuff here. Don't dump on the side of the road. Just come here and we'll take your items from you.
There are 4 bulky drop-off centers in different parts of our beautiful city. So, what can you bring here? We'll take broken furniture, mattresses, carpet, car tires, barbecue grills, broken appliances, and even water heaters and AC units. But there is something we would like you to do before you bring the items to us.
You could definitely donate them if you want. Look at the Goodwill. But whatever is broken or damaged, feel free to bring it over here.
Do you ever get any strange or unique items dropped off?
Some of the unusual items we get is maybe like a kayak. Sometimes we get like little go-karts, metal go-karts. And one time this guy, they brought a car that they kind of chopped up into smaller pieces, and he slowly brought the metal here to get rid of it.
What's the best part about driving these huge machines and crushing items to get them ready for the landfill?
One of my favorite things to do is just providing a service for the community and being able to help them in getting rid of their stuff.
So remember, San Antonio, if your unwanted items are still in good condition, donate them. Someone might find a good use for them in their home, even if you don't need them in your home any longer. But if it's damaged or broken, bring it here, and we'll be ready to help you get rid of it.
Now I have 3 questions for you. You can respond in the comments and I'll give a like to the correct answers. Number 1, where do we take the items in the brown cart? Number 2, what is leachate? Number 3, can you name 3 items that go into the brown cart?